Hi, this is Tanmay De. Welcome to my channel Sanchoita. I hope you are doing well. If you find it helpful, you can subscribe my channel, press the bell icon and press the like button. Dictation number 2 is a news report on the National Education Policy. Total words 789, speed 80 words per minute. Before I start dictation, I would like to share some important fact of the NEP. You can write it also. As you know, India's first education minister was Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. The University Commission, established in 1948 by the Union government, and the Secondary Education Commission in 1952. The first national policy on education adopted by the government led by Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, and the decision was taken based on the report and recommendation of the Education Commission, which is also known as Kothari Commission, which was established in 1964. Significant fact of that policy: the government emphasized to fulfill the directive principle under Article 45 of the Constitution to provide free and compulsory education for all children up to the age of 14. In 1986, the PM Rajiv Gandhi introduced a new national policy on education, which is known for its special emphasis on the removal of disparities and equal education for women, SC and ST communities. The PV Narasimha Rao's government modified the 1986 National Policy on Education. In June 2017, the MHRD Ministry constituted a committee for drafting the National Education Policy, which is chaired by Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan. The MHRD from July to 2020 became the Ministry of Education. The current minister is Ramesh Pokhriyal. So, the key aspect of this policy I will discuss in a separate video. Now, be ready with notebook and pen or pencil. Also, remember that after the dictation, you will get the whole passage, which is divided into parts to make it more legible. It is advised that after taking dictation, you must read it back and then do transcription and check it. You will also get important words relating to this passage with outlines. Now I will start dictation after the counting of 5. Now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. The National Education Policy 2020 received Cabinet approval on July 29. In the last 6 months, education has been reshaped in India and the world. Modes of teaching and learning resources have been redesigned for online and distance education. NEP 2020 also comes at a time when almost 183 nations are expected to feel the heat of reducing GDP. NEP 2020 aspires to combine traditional knowledge with modern thinking and introduces vocational education from elementary schools. It emphasizes on technology in education and attempts to transform education planning, teaching and learning assessment, but a large number of students do not have access to such technology and gadgets. How would these exclude students benefit from the new modes of learning? Rising poverty and job losses would impact the continuity of education for a large number of students. Some budgetary commitments have been highlighted for online education, but they might not be enough to offer devices to students or building e-infrastructure true in rural areas. Research has revealed a significant digital divide at the university and school levels. The Shiksha Mantralaya needs to come up with ways of tackling the digital divide and the gender inequities within digital technology. The policy talks of establishing a national education technology forum to adventure digital learning and e-content. The latter will be created in 8 regional languages. This is a good move, but a roadmap will be needed to align graduates in regional languages with job opportunities. Within single code, school readiness decode has been prioritized as the foundation of learning. But neither Anganwadi centers nor primary schools grant the liberty to try new ways of learning. How can school readiness be achieved without infrastructural transformation, procedural modifications, and resource allocation? NEP 2020 plans to remodel higher education in India and establish reputed universities. India has more than 800 universities and 39,000 colleges. Self financed courses have also surged. Universities and colleges have witnessed constant fee hike, but the quality of education imparted remains a source of concern. The education sector is expected to get 6% of the GDP. The question is, how would the center raise the fund amidst an economic crisis? Will it bear the brunt of the expenditure, or will the states be asked to take on the burden? A 2% education cess was introduced by the center in 2004 to generate additional resources for education. Will the education cess be a part of the primary budget, or will it be an additional tax as conceptualized in the beginning? How many existing Indian universities are equipped to compete with universities of global repute? This data may be used as a baseline while working on the plan of action. Earlier education policies of 1968 and 1986 tell us that it takes years to translate policy ideas into action. What happened to the financial commitments to implement the Right to Education Act? After a decade, roughly 10% of schools meet the RTE norms. NEP 2020 shows concern about teachers' credibility. Innumerable teaching posts are vacant. Education institutions lack benches, blackboards, well equipped libraries, and so on. A substantial proportion of college teaching is done by ad hoc teachers. It is possible to make a long term sustainable plan with scanty resources. The NEP aims to create a knowledge economy. A knowledge based economy requires its pupils to develop a combination of skills and prioritized scientific temperament to enhance employment opportunities. However, with growing economic hardship and educational expenses, the education of the girl child could be considered a within single quote luxury, and children with disabilities may not be able to continue with formal learning. The policy has opened the doors for foreign universities to have campuses in India. Will they provide reservation to economically poor students? Can NEP 2020 motivate students to study in India instead of going abroad? It is understood that classrooms and learning processes won't be the same in the post corona world. A budgetary provision is a must to address the challenges that students are going to face in the coming months. Common entrance exams for universities, reforms in the school examination system, and mother tongue based primary education are welcoming steps. But how would the quality or secondary education be enhanced? The policy recommends the discontinuation of MPhil course. What will happen to the students pursuing this degree? Corruption in the education sector and the lack of financial resources are major concerns for policy implementation. We must have an outstanding teacher preparation and recruitment system as well as teacher training institutes. The recognition of merit would be the key to reconstruct Indian education. Often, merit losses to nepotism. The future of NEP 2020 depends on the political will and the system to welcome within single quote quality decode human resources. Now you can read it back and do the transcription. Now I am showing the important words outline. Part 2. Now I am going to show you the whole passage in parts. Part 1, total word 194. You can take screenshot and you can check it with your transcription. Part 2, total words 201. Part 3 Total word 202. Part 4 Total words 182. That's all from us. Thanks very much for watching. I hope this dictation is useful to you. If so, please press the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Thank you.